Nearly broke. Man, just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. McCarron now on first down. And Fasano here brings it in. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Shotgun snap for McCarron. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
McCarron now on the bootleg. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that.
But nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, the quarterback.
After a hand call, the line on the field is reversed.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So the fumble recovery, and now McCarron. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
For that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And he's going to go down again. Miles Jack. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen, guys, so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Second down following the run.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes it's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get the... First before he's taken down at the 36. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Kaiser, he's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it.
Here we go.
Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The play clock's running down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here, as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They'll give him a yard on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
4th and 1, this is what fullbacks live for. They're always the guys with all the marks on their helmets because they love sticking their heads in there to fight for the tough yards. And he gets the tough yards here to give his guys a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That time, a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Still fighting. Shrugs up, and now look at him go. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
Let's go!
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play fake. Kaiser looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance. Drive a team towards a victory.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Avoids him at the 40. And again the footwork. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now McCarron throwing on second. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10. Here's A.J. McCarron. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Eli Rogers from 10 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here's Kaiser. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack. Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They run the counter now on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room to run past midfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Kaiser now from the 50. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Julio Jones, 50 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's McCarron. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they try the right side here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times during games we talk about reading keys. So what does that mean for a cornerback? Well, when you're guarding a receiver, is he actually going out for a pass, or is he trying to block you because it's a running play? Reading the key and understanding the play. On this one, he diagnosed it perfectly and made an excellent tackle.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Slot man moves right. Third and long for Kaiser. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy in.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Second down throw for Kaiser. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
To throw is Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the INT, it's McCarron. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And 15 yards here on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. To throw, it's McCarron. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught. Watkins. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
McCarron to throw on second down. And avoids the contact by sliding. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Working from the gun here, McCarron. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Miles Jack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be...
It got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here we go. 1, 9,
Off the play fake, Kaiser. The left side completion to Jones. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Come on, let's go.
second down. Kaiser. Now they go screen. It's complete. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down. That's Patton. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Now a handoff looking right. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Let's go!
From the gun, Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go! 3-19!
And they'll go on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. McCarron going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.